Hello, Fighter Jets. This is April Jet, the Breakthrough Coach, coming through to give you a little bit of jet fuel to make it through the day. So, I wanted to let you know how incredibly fortunate and blessed you are. It's really important that you take the time to truly be grateful and appreciative of where you are and what you have and who you have in your life. Things may not be like you want them to be, and you may even be looking at where you are in life right now and thinking that it may be the worst that it's ever been. But I promise you, the quality of your life is dependent on the way you see life. You are striving for things and you have goals and things you're trying to meet, and sometimes you fall short. Sometimes things happen and you are thrown completely off course. You may have your car repossessed. You may have infidelity in your relationship. You may have a hard time with your child, acting out and being a teenager and rebelling. I mean, it's so many things that could be happening to you and that would justify you saying, man, this is the worst it has ever been. But I really, 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 really want you to think back at other times in your life. Especially, the older you get, the more you reflect and you have more life behind you. As you continue to live, you have more life behind you that you've already lived. And tell me I'm not the only one that has looked back and thought to myself, wow, things were really good then. Wow, it was really easy at that job. Man, it was so simple before I had kids. Wow, it was wonderful when my mama was alive. I can't be the only one to think about things like that and reflect on things like that. And so right now is when you are making those memories. Right now is the times that you are creating that in the future you will look back and say, it was not so bad back then. To look back and say, now that I'm at the end of my rope, I'm at the end of my life. When you look back at all the things that you've been through and all the troubles that you've had and all the disagreements that you had with your loved ones or just issues at whatever work, finances, spiritually, whatever. When you look back at all of that and you think about how hard you worked and how much time you spent away from family and friends, when you think back at that, you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. You're going to look at all the petty things. Well, all the things that seem big now are going to seem petty the day before you pass on. I tend to think of life like that a lot. I contemplate and I just think about that kind of stuff. And it makes me really appreciative of right now. Not because I'm scared of dying, not because of any of that, but I don't want to look back and say, man, I really wish I would have lived it up. I really wish I wasn't so worried. I really wish that I, just was more grateful. I really wish I spent more time with those individuals. I really wish I just didn't care as much what, other people thought. I really wish that I went for that thing, that I tried, to start that new thing, or that I wasn't afraid to do it, or that I just did it while I was scared. I really wish that I would have enjoyed my life more. See, the beautiful thing is, we get a chance to reflect now. We get a chance to look back at our past and say, what is it that I don't want to repeat? And out of all the things that I don't want to repeat, out of all the lessons that I've learned, one of the main things, one of the most important things that I do not want to repeat is to look back at my life and say, I should have just relaxed. I should have just enjoyed it. I should have just let go and just so that's something that's big for me in my life, that has enriched my life, to really look at where I'm at right now, trials and troubles and issues and all of that and just find the beauty in it, find the joy in it, find the lightheartedness in it. Because one day you're going to look back and today will be a memory. How is it that you want to remember it? How do you want to remember your interactions with your family, with your friends? How do you want to remember going for your goals? How do you want to remember that? I don't want to look back and say, I just wish I would have tried harder. I don't want to look back and say none of that. I want to know that I lived my life and I enjoyed it while I was living it, and that I got every bit of happiness. I just squeezed it out of every moment of my life that I could. It is so not worth it to focus on the things that are wrong in your life, because you diminish the beauty that your life could be right now. And honestly, all you have is right now. The past has already happened. The future has yet to come. All you have is right now. So reflect with me. Take the time to think about your life and how beautiful it really is. If you're just we have ups and downs, but if you're in the downs and you're waiting for the downs to be over so you can get to the ups so you can feel good, then you're just kind of like flapping in the wind. You really could always be up. Even though your situation may not look the way you want it, you can still be up. You can still feel good. I mean, it really is just in your mind. It really, truly is. You are blessed. You are fortunate. You get to experience this life. You get to learn the lessons that you've learned. You get to experience the people that you've experienced. You get to make the choices that you've made, whether you look back and say they were bad or good. You got to make those choices. You get to be here in this body and have a mind and have opportunity. You get to, wherever you are, you get to make a choice. So I want you to always, always, always choose to be happy. Always choose to feel good. Always choose to find whatever beauty that you can, and you squeeze every drip of it out of life before it's all over. I love you, Fighter Jets.